I am watching Carol at the End of the World, and it is an awesome TV series, as good as Matrix. Truman Show is good, but not complex enough to be a masterpiece. Everything, everywhere, all at once. The ones that they show what awareness and jumping into another dimension could be. So people who already experienced all these kind of things, they have connections with Avatar, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I wrote it 5 years before it was on the cinema. Doesn't mean the concept and everything I was saying is the same thing. It doesn't mean that person copied myself, and I didn't copy anybody. This is the world, the universe, Carol's universe, end of the world. It's the end of the world because a planet is coming. In her end of the world. For everybody else, it's the same, a planet is coming. But everything is different because it's from different perspectives, different ways of feeling, different beliefs, different way of living, different everything. And just by not following what the majority of people are doing, a majority of the people think they are cool because they are doing the craziest things that they could die. Yeah, but now you do it because you don't dare to die earlier. But not because you really feel like doing that specifically. Like traveling and all these things, and they are like regretting, like, oh, or having an accident, stupid accident. When the alternative people that they question things, they go to an office and they don't know why. But it's for the people that already had a meaningful thing inside and the spark connected. And the first one were probably Carol's parents, because the purity in that not so normal lifestyle with this couple with the lover, because it's not a lover at all. It is very explicit in the title. This throuple. There is integrity. There is no gender. There is no sex orientation. There is pure love. And that's it. It doesn't matter what the other person is. It could be the same pure love of your life. If you are honest with yourself and you are doing it, you can be a captain, which is a very nice job, but you are suffering because you love the desert. And all your passion is deserts, Egypt, the pyramids. What the fuck are you doing in the ocean? It's the same, but for some narrow-minded people, they would say it different. Like the throuple is different story than the captain loving the desert. It's the same thing. But one is honest with himself, doesn't care about his feelings, and it was before they knew it was the end of the world. Now that's the end of the world, of course. Connect with yourself. And as soon as you realize, run. The thing is that it's all the time Carol's universe, and when Carol is not creating that specific story, then it's the creator, and you are the observer. You are the only observer of everything, absolutely everything. You observe not only the interactions, also what people are dreaming, where people are connecting to each other, when people are just disappearing and coming back, you know better than them what happened. The problem is that the first time I saw it, I kept getting lost because I was doing the same thing, so I was mirroring what was going on the series. So today, it started playing on its own. When I was taking a shower and I was gonna make a different video, I was in the shower, loving the connection, and then the audio started. I said, hey, I hear voices. And it was this episode of Carol and the End of the World, episode 3. And in episode 2, in episode 4, the things that happen there are awesome all the time. And I think now, because I have Windows 8, it pauses and plays, pauses and play, and now it's...
Okay.
Wow.
This is amazing.
I know, right?
Okay, Death by Banana Bread. What?
That's by Banana Bread.
Put that on the shirt, girl. Put that on the shirt.
Really? You think so?
Okay, that's awesome as well, yeah. I forgot about that. It's awesome. Awesome. And I used to make t-shirt with this concept, so I connect so much with Carol, but I am the observer, so I connect more with the person who wrote it, because I had those experiences before and I was aware of having them. Many, all of them. Every single experience, I had it. Yeah. And I've been speaking in many videos about situations that they are explaining, things that they are happening here, and an Avatar, and anywhere else. So in a way, it is showing the structure of different levels of awareness, and of course, the sparkling point was to discover your own passion. And then when you live your life with passion, following your passion, and then this guy connected earlier than the black woman, Donna. I think the guy connected before. He was more alternative, gay, 17, and she was the typical black woman 30 years ago. 5 children, no parents, no father, and working like a slave. So you don't have time to invest in yourself about mindfulness and awareness. But this is something natural. But you can have a bracket that it can be 1 year, 20 years, 30 years, in which you connect again with everything. So it doesn't matter how soon or late it is the connection, because it is just the brackets, but the time doesn't exist. So it's only the physical time of your skin and your bones and everything that you can connect again with all of yours, all of your use, different ages, and you can dance the same music, feeling the same way, doing completely different movements, because you're not in a competition anymore. You're not in the market. You are enjoying the music, letting it flow through yourself. And it doesn't have to be anything similar to anything anybody else did before or is doing right now with that music. You just let it flow. And depending on your muscles, your bones, how you feel, then you move one way or another. This is how living life in mindfulness is. Eating, meditating, snorkeling, meditating mindfulness. I don't know what that is. And I don't care. My God, I'm a eating machine. Well, I think I need a lot of energy because I feel like processing the information from one universe to Carol's universe. And it's like it takes energy, but this energy can be drinking water, can be breathing air, and can be sunbathing. That's what I do usually. Or it can be breathing the water with your skin, the ocean. And also the water in here is awesome. Because sometimes it's nice to feel the salt in your skin and feeling like holding the salt of the ocean. And then it also feels nice getting relieved because you have no more salt. It's everything like that. What I mean is that if you try to write down a crazy story like the one I'm talking about, just triggered by the connection with the end of the world. The end of the world was, well, I already made a video. I've made a couple of videos about Carol and the end of the world. And the end of the world is the end of the 90s and probably the last chance to be aware of awareness. Because once technology arrives, people are completely submerged into the technology and they are not connecting with themselves anymore. I'm using the technology the other way around. I'm creating thanks to the technology. I'm making videos, I'm making pictures, and now I make this kind of diary. This is like a diary, but the videos I make, they are not a diary. They are a performance, they are a story. This is a diary, and I make pictures. And I am not a great artist. But I am probably the best one expressing in a small screen what I'm doing outside of the screen. Because this is not a quantum camera. If it was a quantum camera, it would have all the moments that they are not showing, that they are showing in the Carol and the end of the world. Is when everybody is boom, disappearing and going to another place. You are seeing that. But I cannot film that. So I'm talking at the same level as the creator of this TV series, because I'm feeling all these things and I've been writing and making videos about all these kind of perspectives, ideas, almost dimensions. It's not dimensions because to be in another dimension is not possible to name it. It's absolutely impossible. That's the first thing that people should understand. So God is never God, and God will never be like us. We created a God like us. Full stop. That's the limit of the stupid human thought inside of the planet, and then they make it to the cosmos and then to the universe. It's just a matter of scale, not a disruptive way of thinking. And the scientists, they need so many creatives because they are doing it wrong. They are sending messages in radio, whatever, to the past, the present, and the future. We don't know where they are going to. I think they want to send it in the distance, not thinking that they are sending it to the past, present, and future. So in many cases, they have gotten already the message, and they are ignoring us or observing us. But there is another one that is not in time, because time is something that we created. It's in another dimension. And that would be something like the Civilization 1. And our whole cosmos could be the Dyson sphere. The whole universe. Because Civilization 2 and 3 is ridiculous again. You cannot rank them in that level of space. Civilization 1 would be the one who has the control over the planet. All the energy and is recycling everything that I've been explaining with my crazy ideas. That's Civilization 1. That's the one that we belong to. With awareness, in the future, past and present, we will be like that. Civilization 2 has nothing to do than that, because it's not bigger than the solar system, or bigger than the galaxy, or bigger than... It's everything that we know, full stop. In order to go to the next one, is everything that we have no fucking idea. And it is 99.9999999999999 infinite 9% of what the other reality is, and that from that one, this is less than 0. Reality for that other dimension. And then try to escape from that crazy story to go to the third civilization, because it can never be a civilization. It is easier just to jump from not consciousness to consciousness, right? So it's easier to jump from solar system and galaxies to another dimension. And scientists cannot make numbers to make equations or whatever to go there. But everybody is following the same way. Nobody is disrupting anything. All of them are oriented in traveling in space and time. Everyone. X, NASA, everyone is oriented into that. Probably they have laboratories of people thinking about this, but I think they are missing lots of creatives, because Einstein, Tesla, Edison, all these genius people, they became like engineers because they were creators. They were having access to many crazy ideas. But the scientists in general, they are the least crazy people. They are the most rational people. So when people think about the craziness of Einstein, you're like, how can you be so clever? because you cannot be no clever. Even if in the rational world you are the most stupid person, if you are in a higher level, anything you say at that level can sound stupid, and when you are not in that dimensional world trying to speak like normal people, you may sound stupid. Yeah, just like the whole video.